If you're feeling flat, exhausted, even emotionally drained after working with people, it's something that I hear a lot from the people around me, from both therapists working professionally and just friends who are supporting the people in their lives. By the end of this video, you'll have a sequence of practical tools that you can use to maintain your energy levels and even improve the energetic transformations with the people around you. As healers, our empathetic abilities are a real gift, but we have to protect them, because when our energy is completely depleted, we can't function in our day-to-day lives and with clients in the same way that we really want to. Now, you could do a short meditation before you start this sequence, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just to kind of bring you into the body, into the present moment. But if you haven't got time, you can just rub your hands together really vigorously. You're waking up the chi in the body, bringing that energy to the chakras that we have in our hands here, so that we can receive the energy from the crystal, which is what we're going to be using in this sequence. Okay, for this sequence, we're going to be using a quartz crystal. I chose a quartz crystal because normally everybody has a quartz crystal if you're into crystals. And quartz, and in general, has got a really nice energy. I love working with quartz, and there's lots of different versions. There's citrine is a quartz crystal, amethyst, rose quartz. You've got smoky quartz and clear quartz, which is one that I absolutely love. So we're going to be using this for the sequence. I wanted to keep this sequence really simple because I want it to be something that you can use really easily just before a client session, or just before you go into a busy situation, or you're going to visit family that you know might be quite emotionally draining. This is a really good technique that will just take you a few minutes. You could do it in the bathroom before you walk into a space or before you start a session. The first part of the exercise is called energy sealing. We're going to hold the crystal in the left hand. The left hand is the one that's connected to the heart. We'll talk more about that in another video, but that's important that we hold it in the left hand. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths into the body, and we can imagine, if you like, energy coming from the crystal and creating a glow around our body. Now, you can imagine this in different ways. You might imagine a shield of light. You might imagine sparkling light all around your body. Go with what feels right for you. Another thing that I've noticed is that if you enjoy this little exercise, then you can try it with different crystals, and there's just subtle differences in the way that you feel. You might feel different colors around your body. You might feel a slightly different vibration depending on what the crystal is that you're using. You might feel a different density when you're using different crystals, and it's just really nice to play with and a good way to tune in to the energy of the crystal. So I've got the crystal in my hand, and I'm going to imagine the light. I'm breathing in the light, and I'm going to imagine this glow of light forming around my body. This glow of light expanding around my body, and as I breathe out, the light stabilizes. Breathing in again. Expanding this ring of light, sparkling light if you like, around the body, front, back and sides. And as you breathe out, feel the light stabilize around your body. We're going to do this one more time. The light expanding around your body. The glow stabilizes, creating this shield of energy all around your body. And that's it. It's just calling in protection. It's using the energy of the crystal to create this shield around you, to protect you as you're working with this person, as you're going into this space. It's a lovely little practice and I use it a lot. The second part of this sequence is a top-up. So one of the reasons why I've chosen a crystal that's this size, which is quite small, is because I can keep it in my pocket. If you've got pockets, this is a really great thing that you can do with the crystals. You can keep them in your pocket. And if you haven't got a pocket, you could just keep it on the side wherever you're working, or try and keep it somewhere where you can touch it easily during the session. So at some point during the session, you're just going to remember to touch the crystal, and especially if something heavy is coming up, or if you're with a friend and it feels like they're just, bringing on a lot of stuff, they're going through a lot of stuff and they're, pouring it out to you, and you're open to them as you are with your clients, then what you're going to do is you're just going to touch the crystal in your pocket, and you're just going to imagine like a boost of this shield that you've got around you. So you're just going to touch it and ping, like a top up, a boost of this energy glow that you have around your body. You might take a breath in. If you can, you could close your eyes, but it might not be appropriate if you're with other people. So you might just take a small breath that nobody really notices to breathe in and just touch the crystal and top up that shield that's around your body, front, back and sides. Top up. This is just going to boost your protection, boost that energy when you're in those situations, and it's just really helpful for bringing you back into the present moment as well, because sometimes we can get lost in what people are saying, what we want to say next. So doing this little top-up technique is going to bring you back into the present moment and reconnect you with the energy of the crystal. The last part of this sequence is letting go. Again, it's something that you can do between sessions. It takes 1 minute to do, and it's really just going to release all of that energy that you've picked up during the session, or when you've been with other people, or with that friend that's got this big drama going on. It's just going to really help you to ground and let go of anything that you've picked up. All we're going to do is we're going to go to the bathroom or your kitchen, wherever's convenient, and you're going to run the crystal under some tap water. As you run the crystal under the tap water, you're just going to imagine anything that the crystal's picked up from your aura, from that field that you created around your body, just flowing down the drain, and just all of that negative energy just flowing down the drain as you're holding the crystal under the tap water. You might say an intention like, "Thank you for protecting me during this session," or "I let go of anything that I don't need. Please take away this negative energy and transmute it back into the ground." Something like that to go with the flow. You're just going to do this for a minute or for as long as feels right. At the same time, you might imagine that aura that you had around you, that you created around you, also kind of melting away and melting down through this into the sink, if you like, or down into the floor, just kind of letting go of that shield a little bit, especially if it's been a really heavy session, just letting that go. This is a really great way just to reset the system, but you have to remember that if you've got another client afterwards, to do this sequence again. I found that it doesn't work doing the sequence once and just topping up during the day with different sessions and then clearing at the end of the day. It doesn't work quite as well. It's much more effective if you can just take those couple of minutes between the sessions to clear out and start again. It's like you're preparing your energy for the new interaction. The other week, me and my husband went to a shopping mall, and I thought this would be a great time to test that little sequence, because you can use it in so many situations. And I find that when we go to shopping malls or busy places, like within a couple of hours, even though we haven't walked that far, because you're just on escalators and walking around a small space, I feel completely exhausted. So I really wanted to try this out. So I did the protection shield in the morning. I used the quartz crystal And my husband was in a really bad mood. He couldn't find the shoes that he wanted. He was trying to find a particular kind of shoes. We tried on a lot of things. He wasn't happy. He was being really grouchy. And I just kept topping up while we were walking around and just letting it go, topping up and imagining that shield glowing, sparkling, shimmering, stabilizing around my body. And I felt great. I wasn't getting sucked in. I was present with my husband and I was trying to be helpful, but I wasn't getting involved in the drama. Then as we were walking out of the shopping mall, something really nice happened. I saw this group of old people and they were like taking a photo together. It was like about 10 or 15 old people right near the door as we were leaving. And I could see that one of the old guys was taking the photo. So I went over just completely spontaneously and I said, oh, do you want me to help you to take a photo? And he said, oh yeah, that'd be really nice. So they were all so happy, these old people. It was really nice. So I took the photo of them and afterwards he said, oh, it's a university reunion. We haven't seen each other in 30 years. And it was just such a nice moment. Now, I don't know if that would have happened if I'd have been using the crystal sequence or not. Probably though, I would have felt drained, in a bad mood. We hadn't got what we wanted. And I probably would have walked out without even noticing what was going on, but I didn't. I was much more present. I noticed, I engaged with people that I probably wouldn't have before. And I just had that really nice moment and I walked out thinking, oh, that was just so nice. They were so pleased that I took that photo for them and that I could hear that little story about their reunion. And when I got home, I did the cleansing. I held the crystal under the tap and I washed that water away and I just said, anything that, even though I felt good, anything that I've picked up that's in my auric field, I'm just going to let it go. I'm just going to let it wash away. And I said, thank you. Thank you for this experience. Thank you for allowing me to see how this works. And sometimes when I get home, I need a rest, but I didn't. I felt good. This sequence is really useful for helping you to maintain your energetic levels. And you will find that because you feel better, that the people around you react in a different way, that you attract different circumstances, and even that your clients respond to you in new ways. I love this sequence and I'm really excited about hearing if you try it, if you try with different crystals, what's your experience? Do you feel the changes in vibrations depending on the crystal you use? Let me know. Let me know how this is working for you and thank you. Thank you for watching this video until the end.